Hello Antique Hall fan, it is Xeon here with another exciting episode of the Antique Rogue Show. See what I did there? I've been trying to think of a title for a little while, and obviously the whole world knows the Antiques Road Show, but seeing as like I have long black hair and wear eyeliner and have been in a rock band for fucking years, some people think I'm a little bit roguish. I'm not sure if I go along with that. So, what have I been up to? I have gone to an antique fair and I have gone to a car boot sale and I've bought some bits and bobs, and you will probably not be at all surprised to learn that some of those bits and bobs are tins. Why do I keep buying tins? Because people keep buying tins from me. But look how nice that is. I'll zoom in on it. Or no, I don't need to zoom in with this camera because this camera can handle me going shove. And it goes, okay, I can do it. You see, we've got like puppy dog, horsey dog, childy dog. And I paid £10 for the 3 of these, and I'll probably sell them for between 15 and 25 each. I've not looked them up just yet, but that's the kind of going rate for old vintage tins. I'm going to show you some of the bits that are antique-y, some of the bits that are more collectible, so bear with me. Here we have a couple of Star Wars box sets. These were not purchased at the Antiques Fair. You'll probably not be at all surprised to learn, but the day before the Antiques Fair I went to a car boot sale, which is where these came from. That one will probably be worth some money. This one I'm less so sure on, but that only cost me £3, and that one cost me the princely sum of £1 English pound, and it will probably be between 30 and 40 quid. But you have to know what you're looking for. These VHSs are the old pre-special edition ones, and that's what us Star Wars fans get boners for. Although these aren't pre-special editions, they're probably the last of the VHSs that were released, so there may not have been many sold. It's an attractive package. Ooh, misses, someone might buy it. Right, what's next? I've told you before about smoking stuff. Those bad people that puff away on the ciggies like they're smoking tobaccoana, I don't know how you fucking pronounce it. But anyway, silk cut, ashtray. What did I pay? £2, so it's a tenner. It's not going to make me rich. What will make me rich, however, is masses of gold. I don't have masses of gold, but I do have a pumping iron book. Some of you may or may not know that I have a very active interest in the world of bodybuilding, which I've had since the age of 18. I do bodybuild in so much as I exercise with my muscles to try and define them and build them beyond what they were, but I just don't have the genetics to be all big. So I'm like little but defined. But I still do admire these people, and I am not alone. But the thing is, it's kind of cultish, and these things, if you can get them, can be worth a lot of money. Paid £1 for this book, and I've not looked it up yet, but I reckon there's probably 20 in it. Maybe even more. Quickly run another tin by you. Another attractive one. Statue of Liberty there. Can you see me? Can you see me? Liberty Bell there. It's American. I don't know. And it comes apart, and inside it says that it's a limited edition. I actually paid quite a lot of money for this one. I paid a tenner for it, which is more than I would usually pay for a tin. Now bear with me, because I honestly do have some really good bits. It's not all tins and bodybuilding magazines here. I briefly showed you this at the beginning by going like that, which may well have confused some of you. Some of the more retarded members amongst the audience. It is just a mirror. It's probably, what is it, 1970s probably. When the Mooka stuff was very, very popular, the Art Nouveau style. So this has got a nice Art Nouveau Mooka look to it. It costs a couple of quid. These days you'll get between 15 and 20 for something like that. Bigger ones with the actual proper Mooka stuff on, you'll get even more. Now you may remember in the last episode I had a big picture of Tina. I'll do a flashback. How's this for a rather wonderful bit of kitsch? Did you see it? Yeah, that. Somebody mocked my taste on that and said, look at that picture, and they might like to know that I sold it for 70 quid, so that is a £50 profit. So, I win. I didn't buy this. Somebody gave it to me, and the reason that they gave this to me was because they were going through some of their stuff and they saw, and you see what it says, don't, Xeon, How many times do I have to tell you? No Rolf Harris impressions. For all you Americans out there that might be watching thinking, what the fuck is a Rolf Harris? Rolf Harris is an entertainer. He's from Australia and he came over to this country, Britain, in the 1950s or 60s and started entertaining our children. Little did we know that that entertainment of children went a little bit too far sometimes, and even though he painted the Queen and got knighted at the age of 80 something, he's been ousted as a paedophile and now lives in prison under Her Majesty's pleasure. Minus the Rolf Harris impression, you will see it's got my name on it. It says Zion Church Sacristan. I don't know where Sacristan is, it sounds American to me, but it might not be. Anyway, the point I was trying to make is that one of our jolly nice dealer friends saw that, thought of me, and gave it to me. So that's jolly nice. And if they're watching, thank you. It's going to get interesting any minute. Now this is a wooden book. It is Scandinavian, Swedish, and it's from the 1940s. I know this because inside there are lots of dates, 1940s, but it's all written in Swedish. It has things like that in it, written all the way through it, or a third of the way through it, or, oh blimey, that's big writing, or a quarter of the way through it. It's a really nice book. I paid 20 quid for it with some other bits and pieces, but even just a hardback book like that is going to be worth. I'm not quite sure yet, but I'm going to hazard a guess. I'm going to say 40 to 50. When I was at the antique fair, it took me a very long time to actually spend any money, because I've been spending a lot of money lately on other stuff that's not antiques, so I was trying to be a bit cool, and August is typically a quiet month. But then I stumbled across a stall that was owned by an old man and an old lady. Both of them were at least a day older than God, and they had some really cool things on their table. One of them was that book, and the other thing was this, which is a really nice copper tray. As you can see, it's Art Nouveau. It's made by Gebrüder Bing, Nuremberg, somewhere between 1902 and 1907. They're apparently famous toy makers, but they did also do things like this. Ticket price was 78 quid. They let me have it for 60. I would have preferred it less because that is quite a lot. So I walked away and I saw that the price was online. There was one other listed for 200 plus. I won't sell this for 200 plus. I will sell it for less than that. But even so, I should make a decent profit. And it's got a nice little stamp on it, like maker stamp about there. And look at the detailing, really nice, arts and craftsy. This next bit is probably the star of the show, and you may well have seen one of these before. I've had a couple before, and I would never normally pay this much for them. I thought that this was quite a special one, and it's this, a World War I death penny. Now you can probably guess why they're called death pennies. It's an unfortunate name, but it is what it is. These were given to the families of soldiers killed in the First World War. Obviously there were a lot of these in circulation because there was a hell of a lot of soldiers killed. Up until recently they were relatively cheap to buy. The prices are going up. They'll continue to go up. This one is in extraordinary condition. I wish you could feel it. It's so smooth. Normally, because of the material that it is, normally these are blackish. This has been really nicely cleaned, and as you can see, it's not lost any of its detailing. Now can you see there, it's got the soldier's name on it. These days you can go to websites and you can actually find out about the soldier. Private James Williams, 2nd Battalion, Gordon Highlanders, who died on the 6th of September 1916. And he's remembered with honour at Delville Wood Cemetery, Longvale. That is a picture of the cemetery that he's actually in. One of those stones will be his, and you can actually find out more information, which I will do before I list this, which will let you know exactly what plot he's in and anything that may have happened to him, because sometimes they have to move people and that sort of thing is listed. What adds to how special this item is the frame that it comes in. Most of them aren't framed. Now the frame needs to be put together, it needs, the back needs to be tacked on, it needs to have the glass front put back in. But as you can see, it's a really nice mourning frame made out of a very hard wood, which sets this off really nice. I've had these before and I've sold them for around 110, 120 pounds. This was 100 pounds and the guy was not fucking budging a penny. Owes me 100 pounds. Okay, we get it. It owes you 100 quid. But it's such a nice one and you never see them in this sort of condition. And with the frame, I think that I will be able to get between 150 and 200 pounds for it. The thing is, now they are staying with collectors, so there are less and less of them on the market. The rules of supply and demand say that chances are the price of them's gonna go up. One more thing, and I'm gonna have to zoom out for this. A really nice copper arts and crafts coal scuttle. Really nice handles. Excuse me looking at the camera, I'm just trying to make sure that you can actually see. Really nice feet. Look at its bottom. Not that there's anything interesting about its bottom, I just wanted you to look at its bottom and see if you would. When you go to antique fairs, always look down, always look up, because that's often where the best stuff is. This was £38, believe it or not. Have a look at what colour it's going to be. When it's all cleaned up, and Vicky has very kindly volunteered to do that, it will look absolutely stunning. It will just glow. I've not checked yet, but I'm pretty certain that this will be worth somewhere between 150 and 200 quid when it's cleaned up. That's why it's always good to look on the floor. That's your lot for today. Let me know below what your favourite item was. Apart from me, of course. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and tell all your friends about me. And what else? Oh, I don't know. You know how it goes. You're supposed to do the thumbs up, and you're supposed to do the comment stuff below, and you're supposed to say, subscribe, motherfucker. Well, you're probably not supposed to say subscribe, motherfucker, but I say subscribe, motherfucker, because this, labias and gentle worms, is the Antiques Rogue show. So, yeah, we say motherfucker. Bye-bye. It's like a little fucking disco around my head. Disco around my head, disco around my head. These are paintings on glass, on the back of glass. This is a genuine English art painting. Sorry, fucking hell, I can't even read anymore.